It's never too late to create money goals. Now, I know that we're about 60 days into 2023, and if you have not set your money goals for the year, this video is for you. I've been setting money goals for years. I've been helping my clients set money goals over the past 3 to 4 years, and I really want to share with you my top 6 tips for helping you to create yearly money goals that are going to help you reach your overall financial goals that you have for your year, for your life, and for your future. First tip is I'm going to encourage you to brain dump all the things you want to do with your money in 2023. Like, do not give yourself any limitations. Buy a new car, buy a new house, save $10,000, pay off $5,000 in credit card debt. Whatever it is you want to do, invest $10,000 in stocks. I want you to let your mind run wild with all the things that you want to do with your money. We kind of got to let ourselves run free for a little bit so that we can rein it back in and get clear on what's most important. But you've got to allow yourself to brain dump. I mean, a good brain dump always does me right, whether it's about money, food, life, whatever. A good brain dump will never steer you wrong. So brain dump all the things that you want to do with your money. Now, step 2 is you are going to review your brain dump. And you are going to start to put like things together. So if you have like pay off my Capital One credit card, pay off my Discover card, you can group those together to say pay off $10,000 in credit card debt. If you have like 5 goals of like save for this, save for that, save for this, you can have save $7,000 collectively, and then you can have 4 things that you want to save for in that savings bucket. So you want to start to group like things together, because step number 3 is going to be to choose your top 2 to 3 buckets based on what is most important for you to accomplish in this year. You're going to choose your top 2 to 3 buckets, and those are going to be the goals that you are going to focus on. So you've got to ask yourself the tough question: what is important to you this year? What do you have to do first in order to reach your big goal? Like, I've been wanting to buy a house for years, but my debt is in the way. So my step number 1 is to repay off my credit card debt. I cannot buy a house until I pay off at least half of this credit card debt. So do you see how credit card debt would be a priority over buying the house? Because then it's pay off credit card debt, make sure you have a down payment saved, because I don't want to be, buying a house and have no money. Make sure you have your down payment saved, and then money to do all the things that require you to do when you actually move. So it's like an order of operation. So based on how you want to live your life and what you want to do, decide on those 2 to 3 buckets that you really want to work on. For 2023, I have a income goal for myself, I have a savings goal, and I have a debt goal. So those are my 3 money goals. What's my savings goal? What's my income goal? And what's my debt payoff goal? Now, I'm saving towards a couple of different things, but it's all in a savings goal. It's in the same bucket. Tip number 4, now that your buckets are decided, you have to be specific. If you've ever decided to just save money with no intention, with no purpose, with no specificity, I'm 99% sure that you didn't save what you wanted. So let's get specific. So let's go to my income goal, my debt goal, and my savings goal. So what's my income goal? I'm very specific. I want to make $125,000 in 2023. Do you see how specific that is? I have a yearly goal. Once I have a yearly goal, I can break that up into quarters, into months, into weeks, and hell, I can even break it up into days. But I'm very specific, because if I just say I want to make more money than I made last year, or I want to make 6 figures, I could make $100,001. And that's 6 figures, but that's not the 6 figures that I wanted. The universe, the Lord, will give you more of what you want, so you need to be specific. For the debt goal, maybe the debt goal was to pay off 4 of my credit cards, which totals $7,000. So my goal would be pay off $7,000 of credit card debt. Maybe my savings goal is $5,000 to emergencies, $1,000 for my new car, and $3,000 to move. So now we have a savings goal of $9,000. But do you see how specific I am? You've got to get very specific with your money goals. Money flows where there is purpose. If you're not specific, the money is not going to flow there. And also, you won't know how much to put away per week, per check, per month. We're going to talk about that in a second. But if you're not specific with your number, you don't know what you need in order to reach that goal. Tip number 5, you have to create an action plan. So this is when the math comes in. You're going to say, all right, if my savings goal for the year is $9,000 and I have 10 months left, that means I would need to be saving like $900 a month. If your debt goal is to pay off $7,000 of debt in 10 months, that's like $700 a month for the rest of the year. So this is when you have to tweak and decide, is there one that's going to be fully funded and the other two, maybe it'll take you more than a year to reach those goals? When you do the math, you'll be able to realistically sit down and see, all right, I have these 3 big goals, but on what scale can I meet them? Am I going to get a second job, start a side hustle, start making money so like the $1,000 a month that I make from my side hustle or my part-time job goes directly to my money goals? Or do I have enough money in my current budget right now to fund these goals the way that I fund them? Or actually, I only have $600 in order to allocate to these. So how can I break up the $600 a month between my debt goal and between my savings goal so that they both are getting some money every single month, even if it's not the full amount that I wanted in the next year? Maybe realistically, it's going to take you more than a year, maybe 2 years, maybe 2.5 years to reach these financial goals. But until you're specific and you do the math, you won't know. So tip number 5 is so daggone crucial for you to do the math so you can realistically see what you're dealing with and how you can move forward with it. Number 6, when it comes to goal setting, this needs to be one of the top main goals. Give yourself grace and flexibility. This year is not going to go as you planned. I promise that the probably first 8 weeks of this year didn't go as you planned. And that's okay. That's life. So I'm encouraging you to be flexible, make changes, and give yourself grace. If at the beginning of the year you have $600, but as the year progresses, other things fall into your budget and you only have $500, that's okay. Work with the $500, or maybe you get a raise, your income increases, and now you have $1,200 to put towards your goals. Sometimes you may not be able to save the same amount every single month, and that's okay. As long as you are making steady progress towards the goals that are important to you, you are doing it. You need to give yourself so much more credit, but also be flexible in knowing that things are going to change. Your budget's going to change. Your money's going to change through the course of the year. And you've got to be able to be flexible and give yourself grace to go through it. So those are my 6 tips to help you create money goals for 2023. I would love to hear what some of your money goals are down in the comments. And if you need help, you want help with creating your money goals, I would love to invite you to the Money Saving Academy. This is my 12-month group coaching program where I help you save up to $300 every single month by couponing, budgeting, and meal planning. So if you're ready to get your money plan together and save more for 2023 and reach these money goals, definitely join us at moneysavingacademy.com and use the code YouTube to save $10 off your first month. I want to thank y'all so much for watching today, and I'll see you in the next video.